The Whispering Forest. The town of Black Hollow had always been shrouded in mystery, and no place was more feared than the Whispering Forest. The dense woodland loomed on the outskirts, its gnarled trees curling into grotesque shapes as if frozen in a silent scream. The townsfolk spoke in hushed tones of those who had entered and never returned, and of the strange voices that called from the shadows. Ethan Grayson, a skeptic and journalist for the local paper, had long dismissed the stories as superstition. Determined to uncover the truth, he ventured into the forest one chilly October evening, armed with only a flashlight, a camera, and a notepad. The deeper Ethan walked into the forest, the quieter the world became. The rustling of leaves and the occasional hoot of an owl faded into an eerie silence. A strange sensation crawled over his skin, an intangible weight pressing down on him. He shook off the feeling and pressed forward, snapping photos and jotting down notes. Then he heard it. A whisper. It was faint, like the wind through dry leaves, but unmistakable. Ethan spun around, his flashlight sweeping the trees. There was no one, just the skeletal branches reaching toward the sky. He took a breath, convincing himself it was just the wind, but as he turned to continue, the whisper came again. This time it was closer. Ethan's pulse quickened. The voice was indistinct, but undeniably human. He called out, "Hello? Is someone there?" Silence. His breath came faster now, misting in the cold air. Then, just ahead, he saw movement. A shadow flitted between the trees. It was too quick, too fluid to be an animal. He raised his camera and snapped a picture. The flash illuminated the darkness for a split second, revealing a figure, gaunt with hollow eyes and a twisted grin, before the light was swallowed by the night. Ethan stumbled backward, nearly dropping his camera. The whispering grew louder, no longer a single voice, but many, overlapping, urgent, insistent. They called his name. His heart thundered in his chest as he turned and ran. Branches clawed at his jacket, roots threatened to trip him, but he didn't stop. The whispers followed, growing into an agonized chorus. Ethan's flashlight flickered, and in that brief moment of darkness, cold fingers brushed against his arm. He screamed and burst through the trees, collapsing onto the damp earth of the town's edge. The whispers stopped, the oppressive weight lifted. Panting, Ethan scrambled to his feet and looked back. The forest stood still, silent, as if nothing had happened. But something had changed. He hurried home, bolting the door behind him. His hands trembled as he loaded the photos onto his laptop. As the images appeared on the screen, his stomach clenched. The figure was there in each shot, watching him, its grin widening with every frame. And in the last photo, it was standing right behind him. A whisper brushed his ear. "Found you." The lights flickered, and then the screen went dark.